Hey guys, it's Rosina. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to part two of the Japan honeymoon trip. Now, we are going to be in Nagoya, Osaka, and Kyoto, and maybe a little Nara sprinkled in there a little bit. Okay, let's start off with Nagoya. So of course we left Tokyo to get to our next destination, which was Nagoya, and we took the Shinkansen, which is the bullet train. And let me say, that experience to ride that for the first time was pretty cool. It goes so fast, and you're not feeling like you're going so fast, but it was pretty neat. So if anybody's ever able to experience that, you really need to experience it at least once. So obviously after riding the bullet train and a couple of other trains to get to our next destination, which is the reason why we went to Nagoya, and that was the Studio Ghibli Park. Now, I did want to get tickets to the museum, but those are really, really hard to get, and maybe someday I'll go visit it because I do love those movies. But we get there, and I will say it was very, very hot and not a lot of shade. So the experience wasn't the greatest. I still had a good time, and Kyle also had a good time, but I will say if I did it again, I probably would have went during a time that it was not super hot. Like, it was really hot, and I wouldn't say I was exactly miserable because I had all my cooling supplies, but it still was pretty bad. And I think that was around the time that I started getting a little sick, and it sucked because I was hoping I didn't, but of course me, every vacation, I somehow get sick. And it wasn't bad, it was just a little cold, but it still kind of sucked. So that's probably why my experience wasn't the greatest. But we get there, and they had like this really cool elevator you could take down to get down to the main entrance if you wanted, or you could walk. And of course, me and Kyle chose the wrong answer, which was to walk. We should have taken the elevator since it was so hot, but beggars can't be choosers. So they had these like really cool little entrances to certain parts of the park, and I thought this one was cool because it was so red, and the gateway, and then this cool little statue, and you can't really see it well, but I have a better picture here. Of course, the first area we went in to check out was the Dondoko Forest, which has Totoro. There he is, Totoro. That one was kind of a big area, and after a while of not getting a lot of shade, of course, me and Kyle just kind of were like, So we went to go see Totoro, and I got this cute little charm at a little stand, and I thought it was cute. I'll show that in a different video. But we, of course, checked out Totoro and all the surrounding areas in there. We rode a little cute, what would I call it? One of those like sky like things that you can go up. I can't think of what that's called, but you'll know what I'm talking about. There's the house. Of course, the footage was also very bright, but here's better pictures of the Totoro and the house that was part of the movie in My Neighbor Totoro. Nikobasu. So after all that walking, because the Dondoko Forest was huge, we got to a place to kind of cool off a little bit, and then got some food. They had a bunch of like little like food trucks and everything out there. It was really cute. And then we thought, well, we're right next to the Valley of Witches. So we went there, and they have like this really cool entranceway to get in there. It's like you can go through the witch's mouth if you wanted to, so it's pretty cool. I'll show a picture. Yeah, you'd want that one?
Yeah.
For the pets. It's adorable. The goodest boy. And then after that, we went to our timed entry area, which you will have when you buy these tickets. And I would recommend choosing a time that you think you can make, because depending on where you're at and the time you leave anywhere, you want to make sure you get there on time because they recommend getting in line maybe about 30 minutes before your timed entry because the line can be long. And that is for the Grand Warehouse. So when you enter the Grand Warehouse, it's a little dark in there, so you can't really see much here, but they have a whole bunch of kind of like replicas or little models of some of the stuff that were in a bunch of the movies. And I thought they were really cool, and I wish I was able to make you see it better, but my camera's not the greatest, I guess, when it comes to actually showing stuff in the dark. I should get better about that. But we did that, and then you can see they have like a big thing of the radish spirit, who is one of my favorites. And I wish I was able to get a little picture with him, but there were so many people, I didn't want to be that kind of person to just go in there and take over, So we saw him, and then there was the cat bus, of course, and really you could go into it, but there was way too many people, and I didn't want to be that person, and it just would have been awkward for me, but I thought it was pretty cool, and they have a whole bunch of cool stuff in there. And the building's huge, and it's nice and cooling because obviously you need a place to cool down, and it was perfect to stay in there for a couple hours. I'll say that. They had a cute little theater in there too where you could watch a short that Hayao Miyazaki did a while ago. I'm pretty sure people probably have seen the clips and stuff, or even from one of the documentaries I think they did on Hayao Miyazaki. I think they showed him working on it, I'm pretty sure. So if you go to the museum, go check out that cute little short. It might be the same short. I don't know. Who knows in a couple of years if it'll be a different short. Who knows? But I would recommend checking it out. But yeah, so that was basically our day in the park. And I will say next time, like I mentioned, I think I would go during a cooler time, maybe like October or something, where it's not so hot. Because I think I'd have a better time if it wasn't so hot. Because I only really visited 2 parts of the park besides the Grand Warehouse. But I would have explored more, but since it was so hot and I was already starting to not really feel too well, probably would have been better if I did it then. So after we were done with the park, we went back to our hotel in Nagoya Station. That's where we were staying. And we went to go check out what the food floors were. There was actually like a bunch of floors. I think our hotel was on like the 15th floor. But we were like, well, let's go check out the food at least. So there was 2 floors that were dedicated to the food. So we went and checked out those. And we thought, well, for the night, let's just eat some food. We'll check out more of the shops the next morning. The next morning, which was August 2nd, we just really checked out more of the shops in Nagoya Station because we didn't have to get to our next destination like right then. We had plenty of time. It was more of like a travel day / relaxing day. We checked out most of the floors. There was a bunch of shopping and everything, and we noticed that around the station, even the day before, that they had a whole bunch of Pokemon scattered around. And we're just like, what is going on? So I can show you all the Pokemon. There was literally like so much. Like, I wasn't kidding. There was a ton of Pokemon. There was a huge mural, like you saw. There was a bunch of stuff. And I looked into it, and it was a event that was going on for Pokemon Cafe Remix. So I just thought it was pretty cool that the whole station was kind of decked out in some Pokemon. So it was fun. So, of course, after that, we were like, okay, we should probably get to our next destination, which was Osaka. Now, of course, we took the Shinkansen again. And just got back to our hotel and just went to bed basically after that whole eventful, relaxed day. So the next morning, which was August 3rd, was my birthday. And unfortunately, I still wasn't really exactly feeling well. So not exactly the best for getting there, but of course, going onto the train and everything, I wore a mask and everything because, I didn't want to get anybody else sick, and I just wanted to make sure that, I would be feeling okay and stuff like that. So we get on the train again, and we head off to our destination, which was Universal Studios Japan. We definitely wanted to go to Super Nintendo World. That's basically the reason why we went to Universal Studios Japan. And of course, with the tickets that I got the Express Pass tickets. You also get a timed entry to get into the Harry Potter world, which was more for Kyle. Even though it was my birthday, I thought, well, we'll go to Harry Potter world because Kyle did like Harry Potter. So, yeah, I'd probably recommend if you want a guarantee to get into those areas, because time tickets when you get it the day of can go out fast. So I probably would recommend getting an Express Pass if you really want to get into these areas as a guarantee. So we get there and we just walk around, check out everything that's around. What the heck? What? You like that Mario hat?
It looks just like me.
So cute. Nice. Popcorn Papa. It's true. We made it. Made it to Universal. Time for Super Nintendo World. Trick. There's the headband I want.
Why does it look like Luigi's pumping your head if you're wearing this one?
Why would you say that? There are children around.
I don't see any. I don't see age.
I could put my frozen drink in Bulbasaur. He's so cute. You'll have to tell me how your churro tastes.
I'm trying to open my water.
Oh. How is it?
It tastes like cereal.
Oh, interesting. What would you rate it?
It's alright. 6 out of 10 maybe.
Alright. Well, I'm taking a video, so. I got the Luigi one. I got green apple. What's yours again?
Strawberry.
Strawberry.
Smoothie soda.
Ooh. I'm excited for that. Oh, you could smell the green apple. I wish you could smell that. I wish you could smell this. It smells so good. And after buying all that stuff and checking out all those things, we head off to Super Nintendo World. Walking in was just fantastic. You had to go through like the pipe and stuff, so it's pretty cool. Here we are. We made it to Super Nintendo World. You excited?
Huh?
You excited?
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm excited. So we get onto our rides, which they only had 2 in there at the moment. The Donkey Kong one, I don't know when that'll be there. They said spring of this year, but they kind of pushed it back, so I don't know. When we got there, it wasn't there yet, so. But they had the merch, so you could get the merch. They just didn't have the ride yet. But we went on the first one, which was the Mario Kart ride. And I will say, just as a disclaimer, you can't film when you are on the ride. So obviously I can't show that, but that's what was the rules. And it's more of a virtual reality kind of ride. So just to let you guys know. Got one. You ready?
Let's go.
Let's go. And then after the Mario Kart ride, we went on the Yoshi ride, which was actually really cute. Oh no. Oh no. Ah.
Baby Mario.
Baby Mario. Oh no. Got the toad. And then I saw my boy Poochie, who is my favorite character in that game. He's so cute. I have a little plushie of him. And then we went into the Harry Potter world after we were done with Super Nintendo World. And we went on the Forbidden Journey ride, I think it was. And I will say it was kind of funny when we were on there that it broke down. So we were kind of stuck for a minute, and then it started working again, then it stopped again. And it was kind of sad to be on that ride when we got stopped right in front of the dragon that blows kind of smoke at you. So every time they were trying to explain to us what was going on, all you hear is psh, psh, from like the dragons blowing smoke. So it was just like hard to hear. So we're just sitting there like, God, I wish we weren't next to this because it's actually kind of getting a little annoying. But obviously the ride started again, and they wanted to give us a redo if we wanted, but me and Kyle were like, so we didn't mind. But we also went to some of the shops, and of course, as you saw on a short, and I can show it here, of me becoming a wizard. I don't know how I became the chosen one, but it just happened. But I think it's because I had my happy birthday sticker on me. And I will say that when you're at Universal Studios, they will give you a whole bunch of little stickers. And when we told one of the girls at a place that we got food at, she was like, oh, happy birthday. And then she gave me a sticker. So that's probably why I got chosen, I'm sure. But, you know, I just want to feel a little special. So after that eventful day, we had another eventful day the next day because that was when we had our reservation at the Pokemon Cafe. So I got the one in Osaka, couldn't get the one in Tokyo, unfortunately, and I tried to get that for Kyle's birthday, but it just didn't happen. So we still got one at least, and we got to experience it. But of course, first, we checked out the mall that it was in to check out the Pokemon Center in there, because of course we went to another one. Doing good. You excited?
Yes.
Of course, Kyle had to get his Azumarill, of course. How cute. And of course, when you go into the Pokemon Cafe, you get to experience a cute little show, which is the Pikachu show, basically. So I got a little bit of that if you guys want to see it. There he is. Uh-oh. He's like, nope. Oh, he's like, bye. after we got done with the Pokemon Cafe, we decided to go to another mall that had another Pokemon Center in. Because, of course, I already said I was going to visit as many Pokemon Centers as I could. So we went to another one, and we also went to the Nintendo store as well. And that one was pretty neat. And then at night, we went to the place that we always wanted to check out, and everybody knows about it, which is Dotonbori. Now, our hotel is pretty close to it, so it's just probably about an 11-minute walk, so it wasn't that far. And I will say that experience was pretty cool.
Have got to be in Dotonbori.
Now, when you're in Dotonbori, you have to try the street food, and that's exactly what we did. We ate a whole bunch of different ones, like this little looked like kind of chicken finger one, and then there was the takoyaki, of course. And you can see here that like it has the bonito flakes, which kind of like moved a little bit, so I kind of wanted to show that. And then we had some karaage, and of course my favorite out of all the street foods, which was the tornado potato. And we got it at the stand that did the 10 yen coins. So you can see a little clip here. And then after, we also got some of the strawberry daifuku, and like the one that does like the candied strawberries. I got one that had grapes on it because I wanted to really try it. And I will say the sugar's a little too heavy, but I liked it. Kyle didn't like it too much, but I liked it. And then for our last day in Osaka, we decided to check out the Osaka Aquarium, which I really wanted to do because I really love aquariums and I really like whale sharks. So I thought, I want to see the whale sharks. So we're going to go see the whale sharks.
Small mall right here.
Oh, nice. We going to the aquarium. You excited? I love the aquarium. Look how cool that building is.
Yeah.
That's an awesome looking aquarium. On his back. Poor cuties. This is the weirdest looking fish. Okay. Well, he mean mugging me. He's like, what'd you just say to me? No, come back.
And then we still had a little bit of time to kill, so we thought, well, let's go take a detour before we get to our next destination that we're staying at and head off to Nara. Now, Nara's known for the deer park and everything, and we went and checked it out a little bit.
There it is. Here's the famous deer park. So many deer.
And I thought thought it was pretty neat. I thought the deer were kind of cute and everything. And I wish we explored Nara a little more because there's more to Nara than the deer park, but we only had a little bit of time. So we decided, well, let's check it out real quick just to see the deer park like how everybody else wants to see, and then make our way to our next destination, which was Kyoto. So we got to Kyoto, and the area we were staying at was actually really cute. There was a bunch of cute little shops, and we thought, well, maybe some morning we will go check out a bunch of the shops and actually go check them out. And we headed to our hotel because check-in time was about like 4:00 p.m. So that's why we took that day to check out the aquarium and Nara while we were waiting to get to Kyoto. And we get to our hotel room, and I will show it here.
Look at where we're staying in Kyoto. Staying in a traditional ryokan.
I thought I was supposed to be the editing magic.
No.
Oh.
Got our futons. This little shrine. And then the best part. Heavy door. We got our little traditional shower. And the best, the hinoki tub. I'm definitely getting in there later.
And then after we kind of settled in, we wanted to check out a little bit at night and just walk around, see what's around. And I will say at night looks really pretty, and getting to our hotel room at night was also nice as well.
I like the place we're staying at. It's neat.
All right, so it's the next day, which is August 6th, and that is Kyle and I's wedding anniversary. It's our first, and what better way to celebrate than being in Kyoto, Japan? Now, we get ourselves ready, and we head off on the cutest train to get into town. So first, we head off to our yukata rentals, which I wanted to wear them and for Kyle to wear one so that we can both experience it together and get into the culture a little more, because I think the yukatas and kimonos are just so beautiful, and that's why I bought the ones that I bought in the last video. So this is what ours looked like, and I thought it was so fun. I tried wearing the sandals. I can't remember the name of the actual sandals. I'll put it here when I figure it out. I tried my best to keep them on for the whole time. It did not work. So I switched back into my regular shoes when we were doing a lot of walking. So of course, the first place we went to in our yukatas was a place called Matcha House. And we got this most delicious tiramisu. And it was a matcha tiramisu. And I have a picture of it right here. And I will say 10 out of 10. So good. And then after getting out of Matcha House, we checked out more shops. We went to the Nintendo one that's in Kyoto, the newest one that opened up. And it was kind of fun wearing our yukatas while going around the shops and stuff. Then we headed off to Nishiki Market, which everybody kind of knows about. It's a famous market in Kyoto, Japan. And it wasn't too crowded this time. It is a very touristy place. And it wasn't too crowded for this day. I think it was because it was a weekday and still early in the morning.
Really cool.
So we walked around there trying to see what kind of street food we'd like later in the day, and to find a shop that we got our personalized engraved chopsticks that we could bring home. And we got ones that had our little wedding anniversary on it, and I can show you guys a picture of what it looks like when we got it. So after Nishiki Market, we brought our yukatas back to our rental because you could only have them for a certain time, and we want to make sure we got it there on time. And I thought I had a great time wearing it, and I looked really pretty. So after that, we had a bunch of time to kill because we had a dinner reservation not until 6, so we had a whole 3 hours. So we obviously went to another Pokemon Center, of course. You know me by now. All the Pokemon Centers we could go to.
we go. There's Kimono Pikachu. You like the Tatsugiri socks? There's the Lugia. You love the Tatsugiri socks? Yeah, those are great. Big Lugia. Oh, you want to show me that one?
And then after the Pokemon Center, we checked out this really cute park that was around that was pretty close to where our dinner reservation was. So we just went on over there to just relax and check out a really pretty place. It had a castle all the way in the back, but we didn't walk all the way over there because Kyle didn't really want to. So I thought it was pretty cute. And then we got to our reservation, which was a cute little Italian place. I know, you're in Japan, why are you getting Italian? Well, I am part Italian, but it's also because the ratings were really great, and I will say the man running it, Chef Yuki, he was so adorable, and he only does 2 reservations a night, which is 6 and 7:30. He will only have 2 tables in there, and he will talk to you, ask you about yourself, and he will tell you all about the food that he makes. And it's very personal. He likes to talk to his customers and get to know them and everything. And I thought the experience was great. And the food was fantastic. I'll say that. Like those ratings, I gave him those ratings, they weren't lying because that food was amazing. Yeah, we had a great appetizer and all our entrees were really great. Kyle got a baked ziti kind of one. And then I got, of course, a margarita pizza. I have been trying to find the best margarita pizzas ever. And nothing has beaten my top one yet, but this one's pretty up there. And then for our last day in Kyoto, we decided to check out some more of the area. We got this for breakfast, which was shaved ice because it was very hot. Every day that we were in Japan was pretty hot. It was like maybe the high 90s. So yeah, it was very hot. So shaved ice, best breakfast ever. And then we checked out the Arashiyama Monkey Park, which was literally not even like 5 minutes from our hotel. Or our ryokan. That's what we stayed at, was a Japanese traditional inn. And so we checked out a bunch of the monkeys. I didn't really film much because they have rules that you shouldn't really be having a camera in their face because they will attack you. So I decided I'm not gonna do any filming, but Kyle can take his pictures if he wants. And so I have a whole bunch here. The view was fantastic. I mean, like literally look at this view. The monkeys were really cute. Like here's a bunch of pictures of the monkeys. And then there was a video that Kyle took that showed them like jumping over a little lake or pond or something like that. It was really cute. And then after the monkey park, we went to one of the most famous shrines in Kyoto, which is the one that everybody knows, and it's the most touristy one as well. I've gone to a lot of touristy places. I wish I went to a lot more shrines, which I wasn't able to do when we were in Japan. We did a little too much. And that would be something I would probably change for my next trip. But anyway, we went to the Fushimi Inari Shrine, which is known for their red torii gates. And I think it was about 1,000 red torii gates that make it to Mount Inari. And so we went there. And then Kyle, and then Kitsune. And I even got a little red torii gate to bring home. So that was something that was fun. And you're supposed to write a prayer that you want to come true and everything like that. So I put a really funny one on there. And that is it for part 2 of my Japan honeymoon trip. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Look out for part 3 whenever that comes out. Hopefully not taking as long as this one did. But let me know if anything that you guys would love to see from me. I make new videos every Wednesday/Thursday and Saturday. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.